points clear on 12 points at the top of the Premier League table. As for the home side, well, Burnley start this contest 17th in the Premier League table, just 3 points with their opening 3 games, and there's no question that Liverpool will be heavy favourites today. Points clear on 12 points. Atmosphere certainly building for this one. It's a really intriguing contest. Let's go through the 2 teams. Burnley, Dubravka is in goal. The back four of Walker, Ekdal, Esteve and Hartman. Then Cullen and Uchokawu as the midfield 2. And then Foster leading the line, the number 9. But for Liverpool, what is really intriguing is the fact that Dominic Szoboszlai is at right back for Arne Slot's men. So he keeps his place at right back in the starting 11. And of course, he started against Arsenal last time out, did Szoboszlai, in the right back slot, and scored that wonderful free kick to win Liverpool the game. So it's Alisson Becker in goal, Szoboszlai at right back, Konate and Van Dijk, the 2 centre-backs, Kerkez at left back, and then Gravenberch and McAllister, the midfield 2. There was actually quite a lot of talk about Alexis McAllister not starting this one because he travelled to South America during the international break for those World Cup qualifiers with Argentina, but McAllister does start this one, and then it's Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo, Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike as the front 4. Big news is that there's no place, not even on the bench, for Alexander Isak for Liverpool today. So Isak, who hasn't really had a proper pre-season, has he? Is not even on the substitutes bench. The Liverpool substitutes are Conor Bradley, Federico Chiesa, Ouattara Endo, Frimpong, Gomez, Mamadashvili, Rio Engamoa, Nayoni and Robertson. So that is the state of play as the 2 sides emerge on the pitch at Turf Moor. No question, it's a really big opportunity for Liverpool today, I think, to go back to the summit of the Premier League table. And they've been so impressive in many ways, haven't they, Liverpool? Because certainly, I think when you look at the results they've had, the 3 wins from 3, but I mean, they've come in the most incredible ways with the late goals at home against Bournemouth, and then that Rio Engamoa late winner. And then, of course, the incredible Szoboszlai free kick against Arsenal. So, it is Burnley against Liverpool. Liverpool trying to make it 4 wins from 4. That is the aim of the game for them. And for Burnley, well, they'll just be looking at an opportunity, really, to try to take a point in this one, you feel. Will that be possible for them? We await to find out at Turf Moor. It's a rather drizzly, grey occasion in Burnley. And the home side, no doubt, seeking to cause a bit of an upset in this one. Against the champions, it is Burnley against Liverpool. Of course, the Manchester derby is coming up later on in the Premier League. The game's coming really thick and fast now after the international break. And plenty to look forward to, of course. So, it is Burnley against Liverpool in the Premier League this afternoon. And we are moments away from kick-off in this one. Scott Parker will be hoping things go a little bit better than the last time he was in the dugout facing Liverpool as a manager in the league. That was August 2022 when he was the Bournemouth boss. They lost 9-0 on that occasion. And no question that Liverpool, the red-hot favourites for this one. So, Burnley against Liverpool, looking to win their opening 4 Premier League games in the season for the 3rd time. Did so in 18-19 when they finished 2nd, and 19-20 when, of course, they were champions. And it is a really fascinating encounter, this one. Well, Arne Slot did warn the Liverpool fans that they were likely not to see Alexander Isak today. He hasn't had a pre-season, really, has he? So it's understandable that Isak would not be in the squad. Certainly, I think when you look at the goal-scoring form of Hugo Ekitike, you can understand why Arne Slot has chosen to be careful. I mean, there's a game against Atletico Madrid coming up in midweek for Liverpool. And that could be one that potentially Arne Slot sees as an opportunity to play Isak in that one. After that, you've got the Merseyside derby, actually. And after that, there's a Carabao Cup game against Southampton, which possibly is one that Alexander Isak will be starting. But as for the here and now, it is Burnley against Liverpool. And the interesting news, apart from Alexander Isak not even being in the squad, is the fact that Dominic Szoboszlai is playing at right back, because you do have two other right backs. You've got Conor Bradley and you've got Jeremy Frimpong, both of whom are on the bench for this one. So it is Burnley against Liverpool in the Premier League this afternoon. A chance for Liverpool to go back to the top of the Premier League table after wins for Arsenal and Tottenham and Bournemouth yesterday. And we are moments away from kick-off here. So it is Burnley against Liverpool. And pretty grey, drizzly conditions, as I mentioned. Plenty of wind in the air as well. And it is Liverpool who are going to get us up and underway now on Sunday in the Premier League. Live from Turf Moor. It is Liverpool who will get us up and underway from kick-off. Alexis McAllister goes back infield towards Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk inside his own half. Right-footed, sweeps the ball right-hand side, looking for Hugo Ekitike. Florian Wirtz was there as well. Alexis McAllister with the touch. Liverpool in the green strip today, their green away strip, as Ibrahima Konate does gather the ball just outside the centre circle inside his own half and plays it to Virgil van Dijk just outside the centre circle. Virgil van Dijk at walking pace, just asking for a little bit of movement in front of him, and Gravenberch with the touch now to Konate, and Liverpool dominating the game inside the opening minute of proceedings. Virgil van Dijk in possession. Just looked at the run of Mo Salah to the right hand side, opted to go left hand side to Kerkez, and Kerkez the Hungarian back to Virgil van Dijk the Dutchman, and Virgil van Dijk now will sweep the ball right hand side looking for Mo Salah, and Mo Salah will keep it in play and nods the ball back. He was looking for Dominic Szoboszlai, and Szoboszlai now will gather in the right back slot for Liverpool. Szoboszlai, Dominic Szoboszlai to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk left hand side for Kerkez. Kerkez has the ball now for Liverpool, finds Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo now with the ball at his feet. Cody back, Gakpo to Gravenberch. Virgil van Dijk back to Gravenberch again, and Ryan Gravenberch just feeding in field and finds Ibrahima Konate, and Konate just into the feet now of Hugo Ekitike, and Hugo Ekitike to Ryan Gravenberch, and Ryan Gravenberch gathers and finds Kerkez, and Kerkez now to Cody Gakpo on that right flank, and Cody Gakpo is going to get the ball back here, is he? No, because it's a little bit overcooked from Alexis McAllister, and it's going to be a goal kick now for Burnley. So Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 is the score, and it is a goal kick now for Burnley. And it will be Burnley who will launch it away here. Arne Slot's on the edge of his technical area. The Liverpool coach, dressed in all black today, as Ibrahima Konate wins the header and forward towards Florian Wirtz. Ball's just going to trickle out of play for a throw-in. It will be Dominic Szoboszlai in the right back slot to take the throw. Of course, he played a couple of games for Hungary in midweek. It was actually interesting to hear the Hungarian national boss talking about how Dominic Szoboszlai, he felt, could be world-class playing as a 6, almost just in front of the back 4. Certainly a versatile asset for Arne Slot's men. Virgil van Dijk in possession inside the centre circle. Virgil van Dijk has the ball and goes right-hand side to Konate. Konate finds Mo Salah. And Mo Salah, he doesn't have a particularly good record against Burnley, but he does have 1 goal and 1 assist in 3 games in the Premier League so far this season. Ryan Gravenberch does gather then for Liverpool and finds Kerkez left-hand side. And Kerkez has got the option of Virgil van Dijk in field, and Virgil van Dijk rolls his studs over the ball and finds Konate. And it is now Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister does gather. Alexis McAllister in towards Florian Wirtz, and now Gravenberch for Liverpool, and now Alexis McAllister. All this being played left-hand side, and Cody Gakpo does gather. Cody Gakpo to Alexis McAllister, 35 yards from goal, in towards Florian Wirtz. First time for Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo to Florian Wirtz. Now Alexis McAllister. It's quick football from Liverpool. Alexis McAllister thought about the little chip ball in, I think, towards Dominic Szoboszlai, who's made a run forward, finds Florian Wirtz instead. It is Florian Wirtz looking for Dominic Szoboszlai. Couldn't quite find him, but Burnley now will break away. It's an opportunity for Burnley to break, but the final pass is overcooked, and Alisson does gather. And Alisson to Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk has it outside his penalty area. And he finds Ryan Gravenberch. And Ryan Gravenberch has got options left and right. Ryan Gravenberch thought about playing it to Florian Wirtz between the lines. Instead goes short to Dominic Szoboszlai. Now Ryan Gravenberch, who wedges the ball left-hand side looking for Cody Gakpo. Finds Cody Gakpo. Lovely first touch. Cody Gakpo now for Liverpool, breaking in off that left-hand side. Thought about the strike and goal. Instead tries to find Mo Salah. Is it going to drop for Ryan Gravenberch now? Will for Konate, 40 yards from goal. Finds Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister has the ball for Liverpool. Alexis McAllister in towards Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch to Mo Salah, right-hand side. He's got Szoboszlai in support. Mo Salah instead flies for Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz now outside the area. Wirtz to Konate. Konate to Kerkez. Kerkez to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo inside. Still Cody Gakpo. It's Cody Gakpo with the effort on goal. It was always going over the crossbar, but it's smart football from Liverpool early on in the game, and they are dominating proceedings at Turf Moor with 4.5 minutes on the clock. So it is Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 in the game so far, and it is Liverpool who've completely dominated the game so far. Hoisted long now, and it will be Dominic Szoboszlai who will mop up for Liverpool. He finds Alisson Becker. Alisson Becker to Virgil van Dijk, and Virgil van Dijk in towards Alexis McAllister. Liverpool playing out from the back, and it's Alexis McAllister, the Argentine, finds the Hungarian Kerkez. Kerkez infield towards Virgil van Dijk, and Virgil van Dijk, the Liverpool captain, to Ryan Gravenberch, and Ryan Gravenberch into Florian Wirtz, and Florian Wirtz to Ibrahima Konate. Konate gathers possession. Konate just shifted left and right, finds Mo Salah, and Szoboszlai tried to feed it in fact, to Mo Salah, couldn't quite do so, and Burnley have the ball back inside their own penalty area. It is helped towards the halfway line. Konate, though, wins the header for Liverpool, and Ekitike does gather. Ekitike to Mo Salah. That was the intention from Hugo Ekitike. He's going to pick up the loose ball as Ekitike, and he finds Gravenberch. Gravenberch now does gather possession once again. He had Szoboszlai to the right-hand side. Finds Alexis McAllister 3 yards away. Alexis McAllister in towards Mo Salah. Now back to Szoboszlai, right-hand side. Szoboszlai to Alexis McAllister. All this been played on the right-hand side for Liverpool, and he tried to feed it through Alexis McAllister to Mo Salah. Couldn't quite do so. 6 minutes on the clock. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. It is Liverpool who've completely dominated the game without creating a chance as yet in the contest. One strike from Cody Gakpo over the crossbar. Virgil van Dijk wins the header. I think he was looking for the run of Mo Salah, and Hugo Ekitike will pick up the pieces to Kerkez, and Kerkez to Virgil van Dijk, and Virgil van Dijk gives the ball away pretty cheaply. I think he was looking for Alexis McAllister initially, and Burnley now are in possession. Could be an opportunity now on the edge of the penalty area. The effort on goal is over the crossbar, and it's going to be a goal kick for Liverpool, and it was Anthony who had a ping, and it was Virgil van Dijk who'd given the ball away. It was Kerkez, I think, who gave Virgil van Dijk a ball he didn't want. He first time tried to play it into the feet of Alexis McAllister. Then Burnley came forwards, and eventually the final strike on goal from Anthony over the crossbar. And it remains Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. So Liverpool have the ball through Dominic Szoboszlai on the right-hand side. Back in field towards Ryan Gravenberch. And Ryan Gravenberch has it once more for Liverpool, and he feeds it to Kerkez on the left-hand side, and Kerkez with the cross into the penalty area, certainly an inviting one. It's been sliced out of play for a goal kick, and Kerkez was looking for Ekitike inside the area, and it is going to be a corner kick now for Liverpool. So Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 is the score, and it is Florian Wirtz who's going to take the set-piece situation, and it is Florian Wirtz who will take the corner kick, left-hand side, right-footed into a decent area. Konate was there, didn't quite break for Kerkez. It's going to be a goal kick. To Burnley. So, Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 is the score, and it is Liverpool who are mopping up at the back through Dominic Szoboszlai. He feeds it down the line, looking towards Mo Salah, and that's going to be a throw for Liverpool on the right hand side. No big chances in the game really as yet at Turf Moor. It is Liverpool who have a throw in from Szoboszlai, and Szoboszlai has it, and he finds Alexis McAllister, and Ryan Gravenberch with a lovely turn. Ryan Gravenberch, and that just opens up the pitch somewhat. Gravenberch in towards Kirke's left hand side. He's got the run of Cody Gakpo further forwards. Cody Gakpo just glides inside. It's Cody Gakpo with the ball into the penalty. He's looking for Hugo Ekitike, who I think wants a penalty. Mo Salah might pick up the pieces here. It's going to come to the edge of the penalty area, is it? And Burnley will clear. Ekitike is down, and Virgil van Dijk will come across to deal with the situation. It's going to be a free kick for Liverpool anyway. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 is the score. Ekitike went down inside the area. I don't think, in fairness to him, he was appealing for the penalty. It was Cody Gakpo who lifted the ball into the box, and it was a challenge inside the area, and Ekitike just took a little hit to the ribs there. Less than 10 minutes played. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 at Turf Moor. Konate has the ball at his feet. It is now Mo Salah right hand side to Florian Wirtz, round the corner to Mo Salah. Mo Salah feeds it in first time, can't properly clear it, and Burnley will scrape it away. It is all Liverpool, but they're struggling to find a way through the lines. Szoboszlai to Konate. Konate has the ball right on the halfway line, finds Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk looks up, looks left and right. Virgil van Dijk has the ball for Liverpool. In towards Ryan Gravenberch, midway inside the Burnley half. Now Dominic Szoboszlai on the right-hand side. Szoboszlai's crossing to the penalty area. It's a pretty inviting one, and Kyle Walker had to put it behind for a corner kick. Wasn't quite sure what was around him, and he alleviated the danger well, because certainly Cody Gakpo was lurking at that back stick. Corner kick for Liverpool, 10 minutes played, 0-0. So, it is Burnley 0, Liverpool 0, and it's going to be a corner kick now for Liverpool on that left-hand side, which Cody Gakpo will take right-footed. So Cody Gakpo will take it right-footed on that left-hand side and feeds it into the penalty area, and the goalkeeper was underneath. It might have been Konate, who might feel as though he should have scored, to be honest with you. And Cody Gakpo fed it in, and Konate's header went over the crossbar. I mean, I think in fairness to Konate, he can't quite get his forehead on the ball, kind of skims off the top of the Frenchman's head, and behind for a goal kick for Burnley. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. And it is a goal kick now for Burnley. Certainly Liverpool have had the far better of the game so far. Virgil van Dijk wins the header. It's going to be out of play though for a throw-in for Burnley on the left-hand side. And in terms of options on the bench today for Liverpool, well, Federico Chiesa, Rio Ngamoa, of course, as well. Burnley, though, with the throw. Gravenberch wins the header. It's going to be another throw, is it, for Burnley? No, because they keep it in play, and Florian Wirtz gets a touch on it. But Burnley have the ball now at the back, and they have it inside their own half. Burnley will try and feed it out from the back. Hugo Ekitike is providing a little bit of pressure on the goalkeeper. And eventually it's poked away and out of play. And it will be Dominic Szoboszlai who will take the throw-in on the right-hand side. And so it is Konate who gathers then for Liverpool. Konate up towards the halfway line, and towards the feet of Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz back to Konate. Konate's got Virgil van Dijk to his left-hand side. Konate inside his own half. Wants someone to drop in a little bit shorter, does Konate. Virgil van Dijk will bring it up and over halfway. Virgil van Dijk's got everything to his right-hand side, but goes left to find Ekitike. And Ekitike back to Virgil van Dijk. Now Ryan Gravenberch, Dutchman to Dutchman. Back to Van Dijk once more. Van Dijk goes to Kirkes. Kirkes has got Gakpo to his left-hand side, and Kirkes now will collect. And Kirkes fed the cross into the area. Well, that was the aim, but it's out of play now for a throw-in for Liverpool on that left-hand side. And it is Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. It's going to be Cody Gakpo. In fact, it's out of play for a corner kick, so it's going to be a corner kick now for Liverpool. On the left-hand side, it'll be taken right-footed by Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo feeds it into the area, and the header out comes as far as Alexis McAllister, who tries to help it back in. Goalkeeper gets there, but only can punch, and Florian Wirtz now will pick up the pieces, and Florian Wirtz tried to feed it in first time, and on the second attempt, Wirtz slices the effort and is out of play for a goal kick. So the game remains 0-0. Liverpool with that chance to go to the top of the Premier League table. A point will be enough to see them go to the top, but obviously it is wins they want. And it is Virgil van Dijk who wins the header. Ekitike was lurking, but Burnley have the ball at the back, and Liverpool have had 102 successful passes to Burnley's 9. And Burnley haven't really been able to have any kind of ball retention in the game as yet. Szoboszlai was there initially. Konate goes back to his goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. Alisson smashes it long towards Ekitike. Ekitike didn't quite win it initially, and that's a late challenge on Alexis McAllister. And I tell you what, what's the colour of the card going to be here? It is yellow, but one or two were suggesting that it could have been reds. And Alexis McAllister is down, clutching his right leg. And I think that's a bad one. And VAR will have a little look at this, I think, because Alexis McAllister is down in a heap, in some degree of pain here, clutching his right ankle, Alexis McAllister. And, well, the yellow card was the initial decision. Alexis McAllister's really in pain here. Have to be a substitution for Liverpool. Of course, we do have options on the bench. Could bring Connor Bradley on at right back and bring Szoboszlai into the centre of the park. And, well, it's a real late one on Alexis McAllister. It was a yellow card shown, and I think he might have done some damage to the right ankle of Alexis McAllister. Ugachukwu goes into the notebook, but I think we've seen red cards for that this season, and I think Alexis McAllister's in trouble here, because certainly looks like he's done something to the ankle here, Alexis McAllister. So may well be a substitution here for Liverpool. The option is, of course, Connor Bradley or Frimpong on at right back and Szoboszlai in the centre of the park. That would be the natural fit. Of course, you do have the option of Endo, centre of the pitch as well. And Alexis McAllister now is gradually getting back onto his feet, but looks like he's really hurt himself here, Alexis McAllister. Although he's back on his feet now. Is he moving as he would want? No, he's not. Alexis McAllister is moving very gingerly indeed. I think it's going to have to be a substitution here. Alexis McAllister is walking to the edge of the pitch. He's mumbling one or two things to himself as Connor Bradley readies himself to come on. So this is going to be a substitution here with Connor Bradley to come on. Alexis McAllister is back on, and he's shaking his head. Doesn't like it at all, Alexis McAllister. Gets a touch on the ball, Liverpool are in possession. Alexis McAllister still kind of wobbling around the pitch, and it's gathered now by Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk has the ball now for Liverpool, and he feeds it to Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister helps it on to Konate. Konate has the ball right hand side. He's overcooked that cross as Konate and Carl Walker let it run out of play for a goal kick to Burnley. And still Alexis McAllister's moving pretty gingerly. I don't think Arne Slot will want to take any kind of risk here with the Argentine, with so many games coming up. Alexis McAllister is still moving a little bit without the fluency he would want, really. So Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 to score. No real big chances in the game as yet, although Liverpool have completely dominated in terms of possession in the contest. And Cody Gakpo to Hugo Ekitike, couldn't quite get a touch on it, could Hugo Ekitike. And now Burnley have the ball left-hand side, although Konate gets a touch in. Anthony was there. It's going to be a throw-in for Burnley on the left-hand side. And it is Burnley who have a throw-in with 19 minutes on the clock. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. And it is Anthony who has the ball on the left-hand side by the corner flag, and he slices his cross really badly. And so it is a goal kick for Liverpool. Liverpool, of course, got big games coming up. Atletico Madrid in the Champions League in midweek on Wednesday night. Then they are home to Everton in the Merseyside derby. It is Virgil van Dijk inside the centre circle. Virgil van Dijk collects the ball, just shifts it onto his right boot and finds Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz still no goals or assists in Liverpool colours so far for the 22-year-old German. Scored a wonderful free kick on international duty for Germany during the break. Virgil van Dijk wins the header. He's trying to find Hugo Ekitike, couldn't quite get a touch on it on the edge of the penalty area. Ekitike just gives the thumbs up for the ball from Virgil van Dijk. But Liverpool dominated the game without creating really any clear chances. Hoisted forwards once again, and Virgil van Dijk nods the ball back to Alisson, and the Brazilian does gather and he rolls it out to Kerkez left-hand side. Liverpool might need a little bit more intensity here. It's all a little bit too easy when they're on the ball, and Konate has it once more, goes right-hand side to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai does gather. Dominic Szoboszlai to Konate. Konate into Szoboszlai, and he feeds it to Virgil van Dijk. It's a little bit beyond Virgil van Dijk on that left-hand side. It will just regather possession. And Virgil van Dijk in towards Gravenberch. It's a lovely turn. It's a trademark turn from Gravenberch. He finds there Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz with the effort on goal. Had two options to his right-hand side with Florian Wirtz. Alexis McAllister regathers once again. I think it's the wrong option from the German Florian Wirtz. Kerkez then in towards Gravenberch. Gravenberch in towards Kerkez again, who goes down, wants a penalty, and it's going to be a yellow card for diving for Kerkez because he's thrown himself at the ground. And Milos Kerkez went down. He thought he felt something on the back, and Kerkez goes down and is roundly booed by those inside Turf Moor. And it was a clear dive from Kerkez. It's good refereeing from Michael Oliver. And it is really good refereeing from Michael Oliver. His second yellow card of the season, Milos Kerkez. So it is a throw-in then for Liverpool on the left-hand side. Gravenberch playing really well for Liverpool. It is Alisson who collects the ball and feeds it to Konate. Konate then has the ball on the right-hand side. It is Ibrahima Konate for Liverpool. Finds Gravenberch. Gravenberch to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz to Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk has the ball and goes left-hand side and finds Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo trying to feed it infield and very nearly tried to find Hugo Ekitike, but the ball just squirmed through to the goalkeeper. Liverpool points in the first half, and I think one thing that will frustrate Arne Slot is he hasn't managed as yet to create any clear chances as Liverpool side. They've been completely dominant in terms of possession, but hasn't quite happened in terms of creating in the game. A few kind of moments in and around the penalty area, but quite Kerkez gathers then for Liverpool, and Kerkez flicks it down the line, and Ekitike might try and pick up the piece. It's going to be a free kick for Liverpool on the left-hand side, on the halfway line. Cody Gakpo was fouled. It is now Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch inside the centre circle for Liverpool. Goes to his right hand side and finds Ibrahima Konate. Konate to Szoboszlai, right hand side. Szoboszlai to Konate. Konate gathers again and tried to feed it in towards Gravenberch, and Gravenberch does win it back, and Florian Wirtz collects. And Florian Wirtz now with the ball for Liverpool. It's still Florian Wirtz for Liverpool, and still Florian Wirtz. He finds Cody Gakpo on the left hand side, just inside the area now. It's Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo's effort on goal takes a deflection, and now Burnley will try and come away with it, but Virgil van Dijk mops up, and Gravenberch to Konate. Konate to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Alexis McAllister. He seems to have shaken off that earlier contact, and Alexis McAllister to Kerkez. Kerkez to Cody Gakpo, and in turn Alexis McAllister will gather. Alexis McAllister to Florian Wirtz, and Florian Wirtz to Alexis McAllister, and then Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk wants a bit more movement in front of him, I think. Virgil van Dijk finds Alexis McAllister, the Argentine, creeping towards the Burnley penalty area. Still fair way shy of it. Konate gathers right hand side, finds Mo Salah. Mo Salah does get there. It's a nice turn from Mo Salah. Mo Salah tries to go on the outside, but it is going to be a goal kick for Burnley. And it is Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 in the Premier League this Sunday afternoon at Turf Moor. Liverpool haven't created a big chance as the rain comes down in the north of England. I wonder what the options will be as this game stretches on for Arne Slot. I mean, he won't be too concerned just at the moment. Ekitike's been quiet, leading the line. Of course, we've seen an awful lot of Federico Chiesa off the bench as a kind of false nine for Liverpool late on in games. Quite the winning goal, but effectively the winning goal against Bournemouth. Virgil van Dijk collects. Gravenberch has it now. Ryan Gravenberch does gather. Ryan Gravenberch goes right hand side and finds Konate. Ibrahima Konate just collects once again. Szoboszlai to Konate. Konate to Ekitike. Ekitike trying to find a way through, and now it's Konate who wins a free kick inside the Burnley half. And 26 minutes on the clock. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 is the score. No meaningful moments in the game as yet. One strike over the crossbar from Cody Gakpo. One strike over the crossbar from Burnley as well. Konate will take the free kick and finds Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk does gather. Virgil van Dijk 40 yards from goal. Collects now for Liverpool. He thought about trying to find Kerkez. And Virgil van Dijk then to Konate. And Konate to Szoboszlai. And Dominic Szoboszlai right hand side. Szoboszlai to Konate, and Konate gathers and finds Gravenberch, and Gravenberch to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Konate, and Konate has the option of Szoboszlai right hand side. Konate goes to Van Dijk once again. Everyone behind the ball now for Burnley, and Virgil van Dijk to Kerkez, and Kerkez is going to cross the ball into the area, and it goes as far as his Hungarian compatriot Dominic Szoboszlai. The Hungarian captain to Mo Salah. Mo Salah into the feet of Gravenberch. That was the intention, but Burnley will now bring it away. But Florian Wirtz is there to gather, and Florian Wirtz does collect once more. But Burnley are there with the ball on the left-hand side, and it's out of play for a throw-in for Burnley, and they will be very grateful to just eke out a few more precious seconds in the contest. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 is the score, and Burnley have restricted Liverpool to any meaningful moments really in the game. Florian Wirtz was tussling for it. Is it going to break now for Gravenberch? No, because Burnley are in possession on that right hand side, and it's out of play now for a throw in for Burnley on that left hand side. Well, in fact, it was a Liverpool throw on that left-hand side. On Liverpool's right, Burnley's left, and Virgil van Dijk has the ball. Virgil van Dijk to Milos Kerkez. Milos Kerkez approaching the halfway line. Kerkez back to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk is looking up and assessing the options around him. Then Florian Wirtz does gather. Florian Wirtz just gliding in field. Florian Wirtz trying to feed the ball in towards Mo Salah, couldn't quite do so. Alexis McAllister back to Kerkez. Kerkez to Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister into the feet of Gravenberch, who tried to find Florian Wirtz first time, couldn't do so. And it is Kyle Walker who will come away with the ball and smashes it up towards the halfway line, but it should be dealt with by Dominic Szoboszlai. And it is dealt with by Szoboszlai back to Alisson. Alisson to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk into the feet of Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister deep inside his own half. 29 minutes on the clock. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. Alexis McAllister goes right-hand side to Konate. And Konate approaching the edge of the centre circle finds Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Kerkez. Kerkez left-hand side to Virgil van Dijk once again. Virgil van Dijk to Gravenberch. Gravenberch inside the Burnley half. Less than half an hour played. 0-0. Gravenberch looking inside, looking for options. Everyone behind the ball for Burnley. Liverpool can't break them down. Konate approaching the edge of the penalty area. It is Ibrahima Konate. Tries to float it forward towards Szoboszlai. Ekitike will gather. Ekitike couldn't quite see the ball fall into his path. And Burnley now will look to break on that left-hand side. And Burnley now with an opportunity to feed the ball into the penalty area. Virgil van Dijk is the option on that left-hand side. And that's going to be a free kick for Liverpool inside their own penalty area. Half an hour played. And Liverpool just have not found a way Kerkez gathers. Kerkez to Gravenberch. And Gravenberch with the ball to Szoboszlai. And Dominic Szoboszlai to Gravenberch. And Gravenberch now twisting and turning. And Gravenberch goes left-hand side and finds Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo approaching the edge of the area. Cody Gakpo on the outside. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can. Goalkeeper gets a touch on it. Will it break as far as Gravenberch? It will. And now Szoboszlai has an effort which he smashes over the crossbar. And he wants a corner kick, I think, does Dominic Szoboszlai. Certainly struck the ball well. And he crashes over the crossbar in the end. It was Cody Gakpo who had the space left-hand side. And Cody Gakpo approaching the edge of the area, went on the outside, then hung up the cross. And it was Gravenberch initially with the effort on goal. And then it was Szoboszlai who took the strike on. It will be a corner kick now for Liverpool, which Florian Wirtz will take. Florian Wirtz on the right-hand side for Liverpool, gives the signal, raises the right arm. Florian Wirtz feeds the ball into the air. I think he was looking for Hugo Ekitike. Burnley, though, will come away with the ball. And Virgil van Dijk finds Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is going to sweep it now back to Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz does gather. And Florian Wirtz has the ball on the right-hand side. Florian Wirtz going on the outside now. Florian Wirtz, neatly done by the German. And Florian Wirtz will win another corner kick for Liverpool on that right-hand side. But still Liverpool really haven't been able to carve open this Burnley side. It might come from a set piece if they are to get the breakthrough here. Florian Wirtz will take it on the right-hand side. It is Wirtz who is going to take the corner kick on the right flank for Liverpool. And it's Florian Wirtz who wipes away a bit of moisture from his brow and finds Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister then looking for Florian Wirtz. Alexis McAllister feeds it into the penalty area, only partially clear to the edge of the box to Gravenberch. And now Szoboszlai, Dominic Szoboszlai to Gravenberch. He's got Alexis McAllister in the ball. It is Szoboszlai again, 40 yards from goal. And Szoboszlai just drops his shoulder neatly and finds Kerkez. And Szoboszlai again. And Dominic Szoboszlai into the feet of Hugo Ekitike. And Hugo Ekitike to Kerkez, and Kerkez to Szoboszlai, and Szoboszlai eventually finds Cody Gakpo, and Cody Gakpo twisting and turning, and Cody Gakpo feeding the ball into the air, looking for Mo Salah. I think Alexis McAllister is going to collect here, and he does indeed collect, and Mo Salah's underneath it now for Liverpool. Mo Salah, the Egyptian, trying to squeeze away inside. Mo Salah is penalised, free kick Burnley. Mo Salah's not happy, but Burnley will get a chance to clear their lines, and Burnley do so straight away. Kerkez was there, and that's going to be another free kick now for Burnley. And Milos Kerkez is on a yellow card, needs to be a little bit careful here. So it is a free kick then for Burnley. They're going to load the penalty area here. Burnley. So, free kick for Liverpool to defend. 33 minutes played. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. And it is a set piece which is hung up into the penalty area. And that is going to be a goal kick. So, still no goals. And to be honest with you, no clear moments in the game. Either side have had an opportunity to test the opposing goalkeeper. Options on the bench for Liverpool would be Federico Chiesa maybe. Possibility too of Rio Ngamoa. Frimpong possibly as well. Konate does gather. Ibrahima Konate to Gravenberch. Gravenberch goes left-hand side to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk collects and strides towards the halfway line. It's Virgil van Dijk to Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch thought about feeding it to Szoboszlai. Now he does so. Dominic Szoboszlai has that right-hand side. Thought about feeding it to Florian Wirtz. It is Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Alexis McAllister. Back to Mo Salah. And Kerkez and Gakpo now will gather. And Gakpo does gather and finds Kerkez. And Kerkez with the cross. But it's going to be a corner kick for Liverpool because Kyle Walker was sliding in and sliding into good effect too. So, Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. Cody Gakpo with a corner kick on that left-hand side, which is going to take right-footed. It is then Cody Gakpo who will take the corner kick, right-footed on the left-hand side for Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk, Ekitike, Konate and others inside the area. And it's too close to the goalkeeper. It's a poor corner kick there from Cody Gakpo. And Burnley then will look to break away. And so Burnley do break away on the halfway line. Opportunity now for them to conjure something. They've struggled really in terms of ball retention in the game so far. Yuka Katike is trying to apply a little bit of pressure on the ball. Burnley though do have it on that right hand side, but it's going to go out of play for a throw for Liverpool. So Liverpool really have been so dominant in terms of possession, but haven't really managed to find the magic moment in the game that could potentially separate the two sides. So Kerkez will take the throw in the rain at Turf Moor. There's going to be a substitution here, and Andy Robertson is going to come on here, I assume for Kerkez, and I wonder if Arne Slot's a little bit worried that Kerkez is on a yellow card. It is Burnley who have the ball on the left flank, and it's going to be a corner kick now for Burnley. And Gravenberch puts it out of play for a corner. And here comes the substitution for Liverpool. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. Corner kick then for Burnley on the left-hand side. On their right-hand side, I should say. He's going to take it left-footed. Alisson Becker is orchestrating things inside the area. And it is Hartman who swings it in. And cleared by Liverpool. Burnley will get another opportunity, though, to feed the ball into the penalty area. They do just that. Ekitike was there. Could be a break on here for Liverpool. Mo Salah is there. Mo Salah collects for Liverpool on that left-hand side. Mo Salah thought about feeding it infield. He's got nothing in the way of support, really, Mo Salah. And eventually he tries to hang the ball into the penalty area. It's really poor that from Mo Salah. And it's a goal kick for Burnley. And is Arne Slot going to make a substitution here? And indeed, Milos Kerkez is going to be taken off here for Andy Robertson. And Kerkez isn't happy. He's already been yellow carded for the dive and caught short a couple of times. And I think Arne Slot was just explaining the decision to Milos Kerkez. And Kerkez is off, Andy Robertson is on. So Szoboszlai wins the header. It is Alisson Becker who has the ball at his feet. 38 minutes on the clock. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 is the score. Virgil van Dijk in towards Ryan Gravenberch in the centre of the pitch. It is left-hand side now for Andy Robertson with his first touches. Robertson to Gravenberg. Gravenberg thought about feeding it to Ekatike, and Gravenberg goes right-hand side. Still haven't created a chance in the game. Andy Robertson then approaching the edge of the penalty area with a nutmeg. It's Andy Robertson with the effort on goal, and he extracts a half-decent save from the goalkeeper, Dubravka, and it's almost an instant impact from the Scot, because Andy Robertson was inside the area and couldn't quite see the option square, so went alone, and Dubravka made the save. But straight away Andy Robertson involved. Virgil van Dijk wins the header. Florian Wirtz helps it on, and it will be Ibrahima Konate once again who wins the header, and it is gathered now by Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister tried to feed it in towards Mo Salah, didn't quite come off though, as things haven't really happened in the game so far for Liverpool. It's been a poor 40 minutes. Andy Robertson wins the header. Great 40 minutes from Burnley's perspective though, because they've done everything they've needed to do to control the game, not in terms of possession, but in terms of the structure and the defensive system they've got in place. The rain is coming down a little bit more heavily now, as Arne Slot doesn't look happy at all on the touchline. It is Gravenberg who feeds it over the top, looking for Hugo Ekatike. Flag stays down. Ekatike left-hand side for Liverpool. Just shy of 40 minutes played. Hugo Ekatike with the step-overs inside the area. Hugo Ekatike poked it goalwards, wasn't too far wide of the post. And just the first moment in the game, really, for Hugo Ekatike. Gathered the ball just outside the area. It was a very nice ball played over the top by Ryan Gravenberg. He was clearly onside with Ekatike. And the Frenchman just drove into the penalty area. The angle was really tight for Hugo Ekatike. I don't think he was ever going to score from that position, but he just wanted someone to take a gamble and produce a touch. Ekatike with the step over and then poked it across the face of goal, and nobody was there to touch it home. So Liverpool been a little bit better last 5 minutes, but still no real big chances. So it is Florian Wirtz with the touch inside towards Ryan Gravenberg. Ryan Gravenberg to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk has it deep inside his own half, finds Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson feeds it out left-hand side for Cody Gakpo, who's got a bit of space to work with. Grass in front of him for Cody Gakpo. The Dutchman just tries to cut inside and does. Cody Gakpo has the effort on goal. Is it going to break for Mo Salah? No, it's not, but it will be a corner kick for Liverpool on the right-hand side. Been a better few minutes this for Liverpool. Better, in fact, since Andy Robertson came on for Milos Kerkez. And it is 41 minutes on the clock. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. Cody Gakpo has been lively on that left flank. It's going to be a corner kick now, which Florian Wirtz will take on the right-hand side. The number 7 for Liverpool raises his right arm. On that right-hand side, right-footed into a dangerous area. Is it going to drop on the edge of the penalty area for Ryan Gravenberg? Yes, it will, but Burnley will try and bring the ball away. Florian Wirtz is there, but Burnley have bodies back there, and Burnley will come forwards now, but the final pass is overcooked, and Alisson Becker will deal with the situation inside his own area. Bowls the ball out instantaneously for Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson scampering up towards halfway. It is Andy Robertson inside towards Virgil van Dijk. Then Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister now does gather. Alexis McAllister to Cody Gakpo. Now Alexis McAllister once more. And Robertson goes to Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk to Ibrahima Konate. And Konate then to Szoboszlai on the edge of the area. And now Konate once more to Florian Wirtz and Szoboszlai. All this being played right-hand side for Liverpool. Mo Salah back inside towards Szoboszlai. Still the Burnley defensive structure is so solid, so difficult to break down. And Alisson Becker gathers and finds Alexis McAllister. He goes back to Alisson Becker. Now Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Alexis McAllister. Up and over halfway for the Argentine. Here comes Alexis McAllister. Got Cody Gakpo in support left-hand side. Fizzes it into the feet of Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo trying to find Andy Robertson, but the pass was a little bit too thick. And it's out of play for a goal kick for Burnley. So it is 0-0 as we approach half-time. Of course, Manchester Derby later on today. Konate then forwards, and It is Burnley who do gather on that left-hand side. Collected by, well, in fact, the flag was up against Burnley, so it's going to be a free kick here for Liverpool. It'll be interesting to see what Arne Slot does as this game progresses, assuming it does stay at 0-0. Imagine we'll see Federico Chiesa at some point. And Gamara as well, potentially. It is Virgil van Dijk who does gather and finds Andy Robertson left-hand side. Robertson's got Cody Gakpo in support. It is Cody Gakpo who feeds it infield towards Gravenberch. Gravenberch now with Szoboszlai right-hand side. Szoboszlai to Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Florian Wirtz. And Mo Salah and Florian Wirtz rather stepping on each other's toes. But eventually now Dominic Szoboszlai will collect. Dominic Szoboszlai infield to Konate. And Konate to Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk to Ekitike has just dropped a little bit left. And Ekitike now does gather. And Ekitike to Robertson. And Robertson to Cody Gakpo. And Cody Gakpo's outside the area on the left-hand side. Back to Hugo Ekitike. What can he create? Hugo Ekitike back inside to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Konate. And Konate then on the edge of the area to Florian Wirtz. Round the corner for Dominic Szoboszlai. Now Mo Salah. Mo Salah approaching the edge of the area. Back to Mo Salah. Couldn't quite take it in his path. And it's scraped away to Alisson Becker, who's right up on the halfway line for Liverpool. Now Virgil van Dijk has attacked versus defence, as it has been really all half. Andy Robertson inside to Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister feeds it to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo left-hand side on his right foot. Slides it infield to Alexis McAllister. His ball into the penalty area is a really poor one, Alexis McAllister. Hasn't really been his game so far. And we're going to have 3 additional minutes at the end of the opening 45. So it is Scott Parker who's on the edge of his technical area, just overseeing proceedings. To be very pleased indeed at the fact that there hasn't been a moment really, I don't think, in the game so far where Liverpool really looked to penetrate. Robertson tries to go long looking for Mo Salah, but the header back to the goalkeeper Dubravka is very comfortable indeed. And it is Alexis McAllister who loses out inside the centre circle. Here come Burnley, a rare venture forwards for them. And it is Burnley who have it once more on the right-hand side. Walker does gather. And Walker feeds it infield. And here come Burnley once again. We played one of the allocated 3 minutes at the end of the opening 45. And will be Konate who does win the header towards Hugo Ekitike. And Hugo Ekitike to Gravenberch. And Gravenberch's got runners in front of him. And Gravenberch looks left and right. And eventually Gravenberch might just go himself here, Ryan Gravenberch. Goes left-hand side and finds Cody Gakpo. And Andy Robertson is the option left-hand side. And Andy Robertson will get them, feeds it in towards Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz with the effort. Will it come as far as Hugo Ekitike? No, it won't. And I think the flag might have been up anyway. Florian Wirtz can't believe he hasn't connected better with that inside the area. But better 10 minutes though from Liverpool's perspective. And Florian Wirtz was maybe just helping it back in towards Hugo Ekitike. Couldn't quite do so. And it is out of play for a goal kick. So Virgil van Dijk heads it on. Burnley do collect the ball on the right-hand side. Final few seconds of the first half. Alexis McAllister goes down, wins a free kick. I want to take this quickly, Will, Alexis McAllister. And Alexis McAllister's not happy at all because he wanted to take that quickly. There's still 20 seconds left of the first half to play. And Konate does gather. 15 seconds of the 3 minutes left to play. Konate goes back to Virgil van Dijk, and Virgil van Dijk into the feet of Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson now to Florian Wirtz, and Florian Wirtz is approaching the edge of the area, and Florian Wirtz in towards Alexis McAllister, and he in turn goes back to Andy Robertson. At half-time it is 0-0, and no real big chances in the game so far. It is Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. F will go into central midfield to play alongside Ryan Gravenberch. So that is how Liverpool will line up at the start of this second half. And Andy Robertson, who came on for Kirkes in that first half, has the ball left-hand side. Cody Gakpo drifting in field. Cody Gakpo to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson infield to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Ibrahima Konate. And Ibrahima Konate approaching the edge of the area. Ibrahima Konate to Conor Bradley. And Conor Bradley feeds it back in field towards Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk inside the centre circle. And he finds Conor Bradley once more. And Conor Bradley collects. And Conor Bradley now back inside towards Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk to Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai right-hand side. Dominic Szoboszlai finds Mo Salah. Mo Salah feeds the ball, or tried to feed the ball into the area. Comes back to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Ryan Gravenberch. And Ryan Gravenberch now rolls his studs over the ball and finds Conor Bradley right-hand side. Mo Salah in support. Back inside to Gravenberch. Gravenberch has the option of Florian Wirtz. And Gravenberch instead goes left-hand side and finds Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo wants to get on his right foot, goes on the outside instead. Does Cody Gakpo inside the area? Cody Gakpo goes down, wants a penalty, and it's only going to be a corner. And Kyle Walker just tangled with Cody Gakpo there, and he feels as though there should have been a penalty kick. Cody Gakpo was inside the area against Kyle Walker, and did Kyle Walker get a touch on it here? He did indeed, and it's a really good touch from Kyle Walker, and it's a touch he absolutely has to get as well. And it is a corner kick on the left hand side for Liverpool. Floated into the area towards Hugo Ekitike. It is going to come to the edge of the area. Ekitike's challenging for it, so to Dominic Szoboszlai. Gravenberch with a hit and is over the crossbar, and he should have done far better. It's a big chance that for Ryan Gravenberch, because it looped onto his right boot, and he knows that he should have made the goalkeeper work from that kind of range. Struck it cleanly enough, but fired over the crossbar in the end. It was Ekitike challenging for it, then Szoboszlai, and when it dropped for Gravenberch, he struck through the ball, but it fizzed over the crossbar. My goodness, it was a clean strike of the football from Gravenberch, but he got that horribly wrong in terms of the final execution and finding the target. Virgil van Dijk wins the header. Ekitike is there. Ekitike tried to feed it infield, and Burnley have the ball at the back now with their goalkeeper, who launches it long. Liverpool no doubt want a little bit more in terms of intensity and tempo in this second half, and Szoboszlai does gather for Liverpool, and Dominic Szoboszlai's got so many options left hand side, one of which is Cody Gakpo. Flag stayed down as well, and Gakpo will just about keep it in play. It is Cody Gakpo left hand side for Liverpool. Cody Gakpo to Robertson. Robertson tries to feed it in, looking for Conor Bradley with the header, and it's out of play for a corner kick. It was Conor Bradley coming in from the right hand side. It was Andy Robertson, the left full back, to Conor Bradley on the right hand side. It was off a Burnley shirt and behind for a corner. So Liverpool has started the second half a little bit more brightly, with a bit more added intensity and tempo in the game. 0-0 the score though, 49 minutes on the clock. Cody Gakpo is going to take this on the left hand side, right footed. Cody Gakpo flings it in underneath the goalkeeper, and it drops to the edge of the penalty area, and it's going to be Florian Wirtz now. Florian Wirtz, Andy Robertson, the option of Ekitike, and he instead finds Mo Salah. Mo Salah with a turn inside the area, but Burnley will win a goal kick because it comes back off Mo Salah. And another quiet one for Mo Salah, and he's really found his form, has he, so far in the season. Mo Salah, of course, he will go off to the African Cup of Nations. He's only scored one goal in 10 games actually against Burnley as Mo Salah, and it is now Cody Gakpo who tried to gather the ball on the left hand side and did gather the ball. Ball stays in play though, and it's going to be a throw in now for Burnley inside their own half. Kyle Walker will take it, and Kyle Walker adds another couple of yards right on the halfway line. It is Kyle Walker, who's taken the throw 10 yards further from where the decision was given, and Gravenberch then goes right hand side and finds Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley steaming forwards now for Liverpool, does have Mo Salah on the right hand side in support. It is Mo Salah who collects, and Mo Salah goes to the edge of the penalty and finds Dominic Szoboszlai, but his ball round the corner for Mo Salah is overhit, and it is a 0-0 since December 2023 against Manchester United of Liverpool. They've been better in this opening 6 minutes of the second half, but haven't found a way through here. Dubravka will take the goal kick. Should I think of Frimpong maybe high up on that right hand side as Szoboszlai tries to find Ekitike, and it will be Burnley now who are in possession right on the halfway line. No free kicks as the referee, but Burnley regather possession, and it's hoisted forward now, but Konate will deal with the danger. In fact, it will skip through to Alisson, and Alisson feeds it out to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson up and over the halfway line for Liverpool. Andy Robertson inside to Cody Gakpo. Florian Wirtz does collect. Florian Wirtz goes right hand side for Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley now has the option of Mo Salah right hand side. It is Mo Salah for Liverpool. Mo Salah in towards Florian Wirtz. Back to Mo Salah. Now Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz in towards Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley in towards Dominic Szoboszlai. It's Szoboszlai inside the area, goes down. He's never going to get a penalty for that, and Burnley managed to clear. And it's all the way back now to Alisson Becker, but now the Liverpool pressure is starting. Now it is Ibrahima Konate who has it right on halfway. Ibrahima Konate does gather. Everyone's forward for Liverpool. Florian Wirtz has dropped a little bit deeper. Florian Wirtz just swivels 40 yards from goal. Wirtz into Szoboszlai. Back to Florian Wirtz. The German brushes it left-hand side to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson now to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo by the corner flag. Cuts in field. Cody Gakpo to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson goes back to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson will get across into the penalty area towards the back post, but Hugo Ekitike goes beyond everyone, and the decision has gone against Liverpool anyway, and so it will be a free kick for Burnley. Just the arms on the back from Hugo Ekitike, and so it's a free kick for Burnley inside the area. I wonder what's going through the mind of Arne Slot here, because he does have Rio and Gamoa, but Cody Gakpo's played pretty well, so interesting to see exactly what Arne Slot decides to do. Federico Chiesa also an option, possibly, instead of Ekitike as the false nine. Frimpong would be the other one you think would maybe provide something going forwards on the right hand side. Could be Frimpong for Mo Salah. I mean, that would be an option. Could equally play Rio and Gamoa right hand side. It is Kirkes who was off earlier, and Andy Robertson who was on, who has the touch, and then Konate does gather. Konate's 45 yards from goal. Ibrahima Konate to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz to Dominic Szoboszlai. Back to Florian Wirtz. Neat feet from Florian Wirtz. Now to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz and Mo Salah getting in each other's way. Back to Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai now to Mo Salah once more. Flag stays down too. And it is Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz tried to help it into the area. And it is Burnley now who will bring it away. And all of a sudden Burnley have an opportunity. It is Dominic Szoboszlai who is dealing with the situation, but Alisson Becker is there, and now Liverpool will break away once more on the left-hand side, and Cody Gakpo delivers. Cody Gakpo has it, Ekitike's there too, and Cody Gakpo's ball is a really poor one, and Hugo Ekitike will, though, go back to gather possession for Liverpool and finds Andy Robertson. Game's picked up in terms of a bit of tempo in the contest, hasn't it? And it is now Liverpool who are coming forwards once again, and it is Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz now. It's Florian Wirtz, the German. It's still Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz with the effort on goal, which just scratches past the upright. It was dancing feet from Florian Wirtz, so neatly done, but ultimately just couldn't quite find the strike in on goal and couldn't test the goalkeeper. Did the first part really well to Florian Wirtz, but ultimately just couldn't quite find the key moment to test the goalkeeper. So, Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. It's been a lively 10 minutes to the second half. It's a throw in for Liverpool inside their own half. Still, they can't find a way through. They would be going top of the table on 10 points if they do just pick up a draw here. But sense that Arne Slot will surely want far more. Virgil van Dijk does gather inside the centre circle. Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool to Gravenberch. Gravenberch in towards Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz now just feeds it to Szoboszlai right hand side. Dominic Szoboszlai with the cross into the penalty area, far too close to the goalkeeper, who does gather. And it is now Dubravka who bolted out right hand side to Kyle Walker. And Kyle Walker against Ekitike, and he just shrugs off Ekitike. And it is Burnley who are going to win a free kick right on the halfway line. And I mentioned the options for Arne Slot. Frimpong could be the option instead of Mo Salah right hand side. Equally, Chiesa as the false nine instead of Ekitike. Yohan Gamoa instead of Cody Gakpo left hand side could be an option too for Liverpool. Conor Bradley wins the header, but it is Burnley who do gather, but it's out of play for a goal kick for Alisson Becker to take. So Konate has the ball for Liverpool, and Szoboszlai to Konate, and Konate to Virgil van Dijk, and Virgil van Dijk to Ibrahima Konate, and it's all Liverpool, but they still haven't had that one golden chance, have they? Konate has the ball 40 yards from goal. Now Ryan Gravenberch left hand side to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson in towards Gravenberch, and Gravenberch has the option of Florian Wirtz. It's Florian Wirtz now on the edge of the area. He's got Ekitike in support. It's Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz turns it to Ekitike. Ekitike's inside the area. It's Hugo Ekitike. It's still Ekitike. Ekitike's effort on goal. Now it's Szoboszlai manages to scratch the strike away. Hugo Ekitike still has it, and the ball just squirms away to Virgil van Dijk inside his own half. But Liverpool now are starting to make things happen. That was Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike combined, who was certainly making inroads. It's Gravenberch who collects, and Gravenberch goes left-hand side and finds Florian Wirtz, and Florian Wirtz is starting to dominate this game for Liverpool now. I haven't seen that too much for the Reds. Ekitike tries to turn it around the corner for Andy Robertson, and Conor Bradley was in there as well. It's going to go out of play here, I think, for a throw-in for Liverpool. In fact, Cody Gakpo is going to keep it in play. Cody Gakpo left-hand side to Robertson. Gakpo now to Gravenberch. Everything right-hand side of Gravenberch. Szoboszlai 30 yards from goal. It's Dominic Szoboszlai with the hit. It's a really good save from Dubravka over the crossbar for a corner in the end. But Dominic Szoboszlai, who scored that glorious free kick against Arsenal prior to the international break, taking aim from 35 yards, fancied it, did Szoboszlai, moving through the air. In fairness, it's a nice height for the goalkeeper. Corner kick, 0-0, 58 minutes played. So it is a corner kick now for Liverpool, and they're starting to up the ante here. Szoboszlai with the effort on goal, and the save from Dubravka, probably the first big save from the goalkeeper in the game. Corner kick now, which will be swung into the area, and it's above everyone and beyond everyone. That's a really, really poor corner kick from Cody Gakpo, not for the first time today. 59 minutes played then. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. So far it's a great point for Burnley. Szoboszlai letting fly. In fairness, it's a nice height for the goalkeeper. It's a save you'd certainly expect him to make, but the Liverpool number 8 was taken on from that kind of range. And it is still 0-0. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. It is Konate who wins the header, but Burnley will pick up the pieces. We've got half an hour of football left to play, and Conor Bradley dealing with the danger in the right back slot. And Conor Bradley and Szoboszlai will come away with the ball. It is Szoboszlai who brings it out from the back, and he's got everything to his left hand side now, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Andy Robertson does gather. Andy Robertson inside the centre circle. It's Andy Robertson to Szoboszlai left hand side. Szoboszlai's got Cody Gakpo in support. Cody Gakpo on the left hand side of the area. As Cody Gakpo goes on the outside, Cody Gakpo with a cross into the penalty area, only partially cleared by Burnley, and that's going to be a corner kick, is it? In fact, Florian Wirtz will pick up the pieces, and Florian Wirtz, well, in fact, it is going to be a corner kick now, and that will be taken by Liverpool on the left hand side, because Kyle Walker just tried to chest the ball back to Dubravka in goal, didn't quite come off. So It's taken quickly. Opportunity now for Dominic Szoboszlai, feeds it into the penalty area. It's going to come edge of the penalty area now for Gravenberch. Now Mo Salah is inside the box. Left-footed Mo Salah feeds it into a dangerous area. The header on goal is a poor one in the end from Andy Robertson. It's a half-decent chance for Liverpool. And he knows it as well, does Andy Robertson. It was Dominic Szoboszlai who clipped it in initially, and then when Mo Salah put it into the penalty area, well, Andy Robertson might have been offside, in fact, but 7 yards out, his header was miscued. They dominated possession, 79 minutes, 79% I should say, of possession, 61 minutes on the clock. Some shots in the second, I'm just one on target, that from Dominic Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch now does collect, and it's collected now by Szoboszlai, and Florian Wirtz will gather, and Florian Wirtz with the juggling act midway inside the Burnley half, and he finds Cody Gakpo just outside the area. It is Cody Gakpo now for Liverpool, and now it's Florian Wirtz with the effort. Burnley just throwing bodies in the direction of the ball, and it's going to be a throw-in now for Liverpool on the left-hand side. And it's neatly done by Cody Gakpo to the feet of Florian Wirtz, who let fly. Substitution now for Burnley. Game remains 0-0. Liverpool still can't find the breakthrough in the game so far, and the frustration continues really. So, 62 minutes played. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. And Liverpool have the ball left-hand side, and it is Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo has the ball on the edge of the penalty area. Back to Szoboszlai, 40 yards from goal here. He fancies it again to Szoboszlai, drops the shoulder, finds Gravenberch left-hand side. Andy Robertson might have been offside. It's collected now by Konate, and Konate now to Conor Bradley on the right flank, and Conor Bradley to Mo Salah. Mo Salah's been really quiet this afternoon. It's Mo Salah for Liverpool, gliding in field. Mo Salah feeds it to Gravenberch, and Gravenberch to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's touch is a really poor one, and Burnley will come away with it, and that's a free kick for Burnley inside their own half, and they'll take all the time in the world over this Burnley, because now they'll start looking at the clock and start thinking it is possible that they can to get a draw in this one. So, it is Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. And Mo Salah feeds it to Szoboszlai, and he in turn finds Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley inside. Opportunity now for Liverpool. They've got runners left and right, and it's Mo Salah on the right-hand side. Mo Salah's effort into the penalty is a really poor one. It's been such a poor afternoon for Mo Salah. He'll be lucky to escape, I think, in terms of not being substituted here. It was Conor Bradley on the right-hand side for Liverpool, just scampering away right flank. And Mo Salah was clearly onside. He had three options to aim at, and Mo Salah's final pass was a really poor one. He just sliced it over the crossbar, much to the disappointment of Ekitike and Florian Wirtz inside the area. He got that horribly wrong, did Mo Salah. 64 minutes on the clock. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 remains the score. And Burnley are 25 minutes or so away from a big draw here and a big point. Konate rises, comes as far as Conor Bradley, tries to go down the line, and it will come off Konate, and the ball stays in play. And Florian Wirtz with a header towards Gravenberch. It's a little bit scrappy from both sides, and eventually Konate to Conor Bradley, Conor Bradley to Gravenberch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool on the right flank. Liverpool frustrated this afternoon at Turf Moor, and they can't find a way through. Of course, Manchester City against Manchester United, the late kick-off, the Manchester derby. It is Conor Bradley on the right-hand side then for Liverpool once more. Round the corner towards Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz on the left-hand side. Will it be kept in play by Cody Gakpo left-hand side? Yes, it will. Cody Gakpo to Florian Wirtz, 40 yards from goal. Florian Wirtz to Robertson. Robertson infield to Gravenberch. The Dutchman looking left and right. Goes left-hand side and then right-hand side to Konate. And Konate is just orchestrating those in front of him to move a little bit more for him. Conor Bradley right flank. Conor Bradley infield to Gravenberch. And Gravenberch back to Ibrahima Konate. Konate to Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch, 25 minutes to play. Goes left-hand side and finds Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson's cross towards the back post. Goalkeeper gets a glove on it. Mo Salah is underneath it. It's Mo Salah again for Liverpool. Mo Salah goes all the way back towards Virgil van Dijk inside the centre circle. It's Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool. Liverpool looking for a way through. They've been dominant in this second half. It's Gravenberch 30 yards out. Gravenberch with a striker goal, and it bounces into the gloves eventually of Dubravka. I wonder if Arne Slot's going to make a couple of substitutions soon, because try as they might, they've huffed and they've puffed, but they haven't found a way through as yet. It is Connor Bradley who wins the header. Ekitike was challenging for it. Szoboszlai is there as well. Connor Bradley once more. And it's going to be a free kick for Liverpool deep inside their own half in the right back slot. And so it is Liverpool who bring the ball away up and over halfway with Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson now to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo on the left-hand side. Cody Gakpo tries to feed it in towards Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson with the cross inside the penalty area. Is he going to drop now for Florian Wirtz? Florian Wirtz to Dominic Szoboszlai with the strike. Cannons into a sea of Burnley shirts, and eventually Mo Salah will pick up the pieces. Mo Salah back to Connor Bradley, who evades the challenge. It's Connor Bradley for Liverpool, and Burnley do eventually have enough bodies back there, and they stab it forwards. Could be a break on here for Burnley left-hand side. Burnley do have the ball on the left flank. It's end-to-end stuff here at Turf Moor, and it's going to be gathered now by Gravenberch, and Gravenberch to Virgil van Dijk, and Virgil van Dijk feeds it forward looking for Dominic Szoboszlai, and Burnley will win the ball back again. It was sloppy from Liverpool at the back. Opportunity now for Burnley as they're approaching the edge of the area. Gravenberch into Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is breaking away over the halfway line. It's Florian Wirtz to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo back inside to Andy Robertson. End-to-end stuff here at Turf Moor. 0-0 remains the score. 67 minutes played. Szoboszlai right-hand side finds Mo Salah. Mo Salah just outside the penalty area. Mo Salah inside the penalty area to Florian Wirtz. It's Florian Wirtz for Liverpool. Goes left-hand side to find Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo can't get a strike in and goal. Finds Gravenberch. Dutchman to Dutchman. Now it's Connor Bradley. Liverpool searching, pressing, finding Dominic Szoboszlai right-hand side. His cross is charged down. Throw in Liverpool right-hand side. All the pressure is on now. And Szoboszlai will take the throw. It is Dominic Szoboszlai who takes the throw on the right-hand side and finds Connor Bradley. And Connor Bradley glides infield for Liverpool. Gravenberch is 30 yards from goal. Gravenberch to Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson to Gravenberch. Gravenberch has the option left and right. Gravenberch decides to feed it in towards Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Florian Wirtz, and didn't quite come back to Mo Salah's, but a couple of those exchanges which haven't quite come off, and really it is Mo Salah who just hasn't had the final touch today that we so often see from him in the game. It is Ibrahima Konate over the halfway line. 22 minutes left to play. Florian Wirtz gathers. He does look like the man, most likely Florian Wirtz, to conjure something in the game in the final third. And it is Ibrahima Konate now to Virgil van Dijk. The two centre-backs in possession. Ryan Gravenberch gathers the ball once again. Ryan Gravenberch, right-hand side to Connor Bradley, then to Florian Wirtz. Now Mo Salah on the right-hand side. Hugo Ekitike. It is Ekitike, 35 yards from goal to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz tries to feed it in towards Connor Bradley. Doesn't come off. It's all too intricate for Liverpool. And Burnley scrape it away. It's attack versus defence. Alisson Becker to Konate. 20 minutes left to play. Konate with his studs over the ball. Konate is looking for a little bit more in front of him. Konate then to Dominic Szoboszlai, and Dominic Szoboszlai has the ball outside the centre circle for Liverpool. It's Szoboszlai still, goes left hand side to find Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo to Andy Robertson, and now it's Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk does gather. Virgil van Dijk to Gravenberch, and Gravenberch couldn't quite take the ball in his path, but Liverpool win it straight back through Konate, and Konate goes to Andy Robertson on the left hand side. Andy Robertson to Ekitike. Ekitike squirming this way and that, and finds Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo couldn't quite find Szoboszlai, and so Ekitike does gather. Ekitike to Gravenberch. Gravenberch then rolls his studs over the ball on the left flank, finds Konate. Konate's 45 yards from goal. Ibrahima Konate thought about the striker thing, instead wisely finds Mo Salah right hand side. Mo Salah infield to Szoboszlai, and then Konate, and then Virgil van Dijk, and Virgil van Dijk approaching the edge of the penalty area, and he finds Cody Gakpo on the left flank. Cody Gakpo on his right boot and swings it towards Mo Salah at the back post, who keeps it alive. Partially cleared to the edge of the penalty area. Konate and Gravenberch were there. So too Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Konate. 20 minutes left to play at Turf Moor. Ibrahima Konate finds Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley back to Konate. And Konate's ball into the penalty area towards Andy Robertson. It's cleared to the edge of the box and he finds Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk does gather. Now it's Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz just outside the area. Florian Wirtz thought about the striker goal. Finds Szoboszlai. Might fancy this now, 30 yards out. Szoboszlai knocks it into the referee, Michael Oliver. And it is going to be a drop ball for Liverpool. And Michael Oliver has it. Michael Oliver's going to give it back now to Liverpool. Is there going to be a substitution here? There is. And it's going to be Federico Chiesa to come on for Hugo Ekitike. Hasn't quite been able to influence the game in the way he would have wanted, the Frenchman. Ekitike has had a couple of glimpses, but not quite his day. Federico Chiesa, of course, the Italian who scored the goal against Bournemouth on the opening day of the Premier League season. He's going to play now as the false nine, I think. It is Konate who gathers. Konate rolls his studs over the ball. Still Liverpool come forward. Conor Bradley is there. Conor Bradley to Konate. And now Mo Salah on the right flank. And Mo Salah to Konate. Konate into the feet of Gravenberch. And Konate goes right-hand side and finds Andy Robertson now on the left. And Andy Robertson's approaching the edge of the area. Florian Wirtz is trying to make things happen. Wirtz to Robertson. And Robertson does fire the ball into the penalty area. The header from Federico Chiesa is wide, and he knows he should have scored. The biggest chance of the game so far fell in Federico Chiesa's favour. The cross in from Robertson on the left-hand side was a really good one from the Scot, and the Italian rose 12 yards out, and he should have at least found the target from there. It was a really good cross in. He was actually a little bit closer to goal was Chiesa. He's frustrated with himself that he hasn't found the back of the net. It's a big chance not taken, and Chiesa couldn't direct his header goalwards. And it remains Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. So the chances, half chances really, adding up for Liverpool. Free kick for Burnley inside the Liverpool half. And it is set piece now. Burnley haven't had many of these in the game. And so surely they're going to get an opportunity here to fling the ball into the penalty area. So Burnley do hang the ball into a decent position. Drops to the edge of the penalty area, and eventually it's going to just squirm through for a goal kick, but in fact it's going to be offside anyway. So it is Liverpool who take the free kick quickly, and Andy Robertson scampering down this left-hand side. Andy Robertson to Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai has the ball on the halfway line. He was the match winner against Arsenal. What can he conjure here? Goes left-hand side and finds Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo left flank, goes back inside towards Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson now to Ryan Gravenberch. He's 30 yards from goal. Gravenberch now to Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley to Mo Salah. Mo Salah has the ball on the right flank. He's got Conor Bradley in support, finds Conor Bradley. It's Conor Bradley now for Liverpool. Feeds it infield towards Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Cody Gakpo. Was he onside? Cody Gakpo now finds Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson's cross towards the back post is beyond everyone. Mo Salah though will pick up the pieces. Mo Salah by the corner flag on the right hand side for Liverpool. Mo Salah infield to Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai lets fly, and his strike goes wide of the upright, and the game remains Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. And I think now Burnley will really believe that if they're really preventing Liverpool from carving them open, and they're relying on strikes from range, Scott Park will be delighted. What is Burnley's side are doing here? Arne Slot is in conversation with one or two on the touchline. And there are 15 minutes left to play at Turf Moor. Konate's underneath it for Liverpool. And Burnley now with a rare opportunity as they try and come forwards inside the Liverpool half. Conor Bradley though wins he won the ball. It's going to be a yellow card for Conor Bradley though. It's going to be a free kick for Burnley, and free kick for Burnley in a half decent position as well. Burnley really have not conjured too much at all in the contest, so this will be a good opportunity to flood the penalty area. Second yellow card for Conor Bradley this season. And Burnley certainly taking their time over the set piece, as you would expect. And it is Burnley who do have a set piece. Of course, the Manchester derby is coming up later on today. Big old Manchester derby that as well. Manchester City coming off the back of 2 defeats on the spin. It's Tottenham and then away at Brighton before the international break. 14 minutes left of the 90 to play. Burnley have frustrated Liverpool this afternoon. And Liverpool, yes, they've had half chances, you could say. The headers from Konate and Federico Chiesa probably representing the best opportunities in the game. Shots from range from Szoboszlai and Wirtz. But Dubravka hasn't really had a massive save to make, and they haven't really had one big chance in the game of Liverpool. Got Atletico Madrid in the midweek game in the Champions League. So, remains Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. And it is a free kick now, which Burnley will take just to the left of centre, and they've absolutely loaded the penalty area. This would be the ultimate smash and grab if they could get themselves a goal here, Burnley, because they do have a free kick which is floated into the area, but Gravenberch will head clear, and Burnley have the ball at the back now, and Chiesa and Szoboszlai are applying the high press. The final ball is going to go out of play, is it? Yes, it is, for a goal kick for Liverpool. And it's a goal kick which Alisson Becker will take. And every minute, every moment that goes past, Scott Parker's closer to a precious, precious point for his Burnley side. Liverpool would go back to the top of the Premier League table on 10 points, but no question it would be seen as 2 points dropped against a newly promoted side. So Conor Bradley has the ball right-hand side, feeds it to Mo Salah. Mo Salah infield to Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch twisting and turning, and he will find Mo Salah just outside the area. Mo Salah in towards Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is tussling with the ball, and he finds Konate. And Konate to Virgil van Dijk on the left-hand side. And Andy Robertson now just outside the area. He's got Cody Gakpo in support. It is Gakpo on his right foot. Cody Gakpo's ball into the penalty area, not a bad one. So Szoboszlai was there, Konate too, and Conor Bradley now does collect, and Conor Bradley feeds the ball into the penalty area towards the back post. Andy Robertson keeps it alive. Chiesa had a touch on it. Burnley scrape it away. It's going to be a throw in then for Liverpool on the right hand side. And are there going to be more substitutions here? Not at present. Konate does gather. Konate then has the ball for Liverpool, and he goes to Virgil van Dijk on the left flank, and Virgil van Dijk now to Ryan Gravenberch, and Ryan Gravenberch to Virgil van Dijk. And Virgil van Dijk to Gravenberch once more. And Gravenberch then considered going left or right. Gravenberch finds Konate right-hand side. Konate into Gravenberch. And Gravenberch trying to find a bit of space. Gravenberch with the effort on goal is a poor one, but it's going to actually be a corner because it took a hefty deflection of Florentino. And a corner kick for Liverpool on the right-hand side. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. Liverpool seeking a late winner here. Scored so many late goals already in the Premier League this season. A couple of late goals against Bournemouth. And late goal against Newcastle, late winner against Arsenal. Are they going to get another late goal here? Florian Wirtz with the corner kick into a decent area. The header on, though, is into the arms of Dubravka. And there's a feeling here, I think, that Burnley are going to be able to see this out. Yes, there's still 10 minutes plus added on time to play, but I think if you look at the chances Liverpool have created, yes, they've had lots of the ball, but haven't really been able to do anything at all with it in terms of really clear opportunities. Andy Robertson has it now at the back for Liverpool. Alisson Becker is there, and he feeds it to Virgil van Dijk. Deep inside the Liverpool half, though. 10 minutes of the 90 left to play. Gravenberch collects. Gravenberch to Szoboszlai inside the centre circle. Dominic Szoboszlai once more for Liverpool. And Szoboszlai now has the ball on the right-hand side and gives it to Mo Salah. Mo Salah to Conor Bradley, and Conor Bradley gives it away on the edge of the area, and Burnley now will come forwards. And Burnley scampering down that left-hand side. And Burnley do have the ball, and it's going to be a throw-in for Burnley on the left flank, and they will take their time over this one. And Burnley have played really well defensively. They've restricted Liverpool to very, very few clear goal-scoring opportunities in the game. And Scott Parker will be absolutely delighted at this defensive performance that looks as though it's going to give Burnley a point here. Throw-in for Burnley then. Gravenberch wins the header, and Szoboszlai tries to help it on. It's going to be another throw-in though for Burnley. Liverpool continue to be frustrated at the back. It is throw-in then for Burnley on the left-hand side. Szoboszlai couldn't quite get there, and it will be throw-in in fact for Liverpool, and Conor Bradley will take it. Conor Bradley is looking for options. He doesn't have too many on the right-hand side. 81 minutes play. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. Liverpool have had so much of the ball, created so little really. One header for Chiesa in the second half, probably the best opportunity of the game. One save from Dubravka from that Dominik Szoboszlai effort from range, representing the best of the chances in the game. Konate will mop up at the back for Liverpool on the right-hand side, and Conor Bradley goes down the line towards Gravenberch, and Gravenberch to Mo Salah, and Mo Salah feeds it infield towards Virgil van Dijk, and Virgil van Dijk to Andy Robertson. And still on the slot does have Frimpong and Rio Ngamoa on the bench. Decides against the substitutions. Well, in fact, there is going to be a substitution now, and I think it is going to be Rio Ngamoa, you know. Frimpong is also warming up. Konate gathers the ball 40 yards from goal. Ibrahima Konate to Gravenberch. Liverpool have had so much of the ball in this kind of position, haven't been able to do anything with it. Szoboszlai finds Robertson. Robertson left-hand side. Andy Robertson to Szoboszlai. He's 25 yards out. Why not, he says. Well, he feeds it instead to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz twisting and turning. It's Florian Wirtz now for Liverpool. Finds Cody Gakpo. Now Szoboszlai. Dominik Szoboszlai to Cody Gakpo. And Cody Gakpo left-hand side. Cody Gakpo into Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz twisting and turning. Needs a bit of support here, does Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz is outnumbered. And so Florian Wirtz tries to win the ball back. And it's going to be a throw-in for Burnley in their own right-back slot. And here come the substitutions, I think, from Arne Slot. A very, very frustrating afternoon for Liverpool at Turf Moor. Arne Slot is frustrated. Here comes the double substitution though. Frimpong and Rio Ngamoa. They got 7 minutes plus added on time, so probably 10 minutes or so. And it is Virgil van Dijk with the header, as Liverpool just have not been able to make anything happen in the game so far. Konate to Gravenberch. Gravenberch to Andy Robertson. And it is going to be Gravenberch again on the halfway line. Gravenberch then steaming forwards now for Liverpool. It is Ryan Gravenberch in towards Florian Wirtz, and Florian Wirtz tries to poke it forward towards Mo Salah, can't quite do so. It's going to be a free kick in a really good position here for Liverpool. Might be Dominik Szoboszlai territory, and it's going to be a second yellow card. It's going to be a red card here. It's going to be a red card for Burnley, so they're down to 10. And really, the challenge is a late one, and Michael Oliver's position was absolutely impeccable, and Burnley are going to have to play the remaining 6 minutes here with just 10 men. It was Florian Wirtz who just skipped away from his man, and he encouraged the challenge. Well, it was always going to be a second yellow. Ugachukwu is going to be sent off here, and Burnley down to 10. And is Arne Slot still going to make the same double substitution? I think he is. So Leslie Ugachukwu is sent off, and it remains Burnley 0, Liverpool 0. A considerable amount of added on time here, I think, with the red card and the substitutions. And here comes the double substitution. Rio Ngamoa and Jeremy Frimpong on for Liverpool. You'd imagine Cody Gakpo and Mo Salah will be the two replaced, but we await to see. And Scott Parker's also readying a substitution. So it is a double substitution too from A double substitution here from Liverpool and a double substitution from Burnley as well. 5 minutes and 90 left to play. 0-0 the score. Burnley down to 10. And Worrell is on. Foster is off for Burnley. It's one of the two changes that Scott Parker is preparing as we creep towards the 90-minute mark. So it is a free kick for Liverpool, and Szoboszlai, Wirtz and Mo Salah are the three players over it. Wirtz has just actually moved away from the ball. You would normally say it would favour the left foot of Mo Salah, but certainly Dominic Szoboszlai, having scored that winning goal against Arsenal from the free kick, you'd imagine would be the favourite. Will it be the left foot of Mo Salah or the right foot of Dominic Szoboszlai? It's going to be a free kick for Liverpool. 86 minutes on the clock. It's Dominic Szoboszlai. It's over the crossbar. It's a poor one. And it's a goal kick for Burnley. And Arne Slot, interestingly, didn't make the double substitution. So he's leaving it pretty late here. Is Arne Slot. Well, here we come. And it's going to be Wirtz to come off. So Florian Wirtz is substituted. Still no goals and assists for the £100 million man. And Konate is also coming off here. So Frimpong is on. So too Rio and Gamoa. A little system change, I think, here for Liverpool. I imagine it's going to be Ryan Gravenberch possibly to slot in alongside Virgil van Dijk, although might not really need too much of that at the back because they're playing against the 10 men. So possibly just Virgil van Dijk back there as one centre-back. And, well, be interesting to see how this unravels. It's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool on the right-hand side, and Chiesa wants to take it quickly. Federico Chiesa with a throw-in for Liverpool. 87 minutes on the clock. In fact, he goes back towards Conor Bradley. Liverpool now with the numerical advantage. It is Conor Bradley with the ball at his feet towards Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong to Conor Bradley. Everything's on the left-hand side now for Liverpool. It's Dominic Szoboszlai. And Dominic Szoboszlai gathers, and he's got Andy Robertson to his left-hand side. Finds Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson with a cross into the penalty area. Scraped away by Burnley, only to Gravenberch on the edge of the area. Now Mo Salah. Mo Salah feeds it in and beyond everyone. It's a poor one from Mo Salah. And, well, I think Mo Salah can consider himself very fortunate that he wasn't substituted there instead of Florian Wirtz, because Florian Wirtz looked as though he was making things happen for Liverpool, but Mo Salah stayed on, and it was Wirtz that got substituted. 88 minutes on the clock. Burnley a couple of minutes away plus stoppage time from a precious point here against the champions. And Liverpool, as much as they have dominated the game, you would say the best chance they've had is that header from Federico Chiesa in the second half, possibly the header from Ibrahima Konate in the first half. The strike from Dominic Szoboszlai, which extracted a half-decent save from the Bravka in the Burnley goal. But aside from that, nothing really that you would say was a clear goal-scoring opportunity in the game. Scored lots of late goals in Liverpool this season, but I think the way Burnley is set up is just making it so difficult for Liverpool to find a way through. Burnley 0, Liverpool 0 is the score. Dubravka will take the goal kick. 89 minutes on the clock. Time running out for Liverpool to find a moment in the contest, and certainly time is on Burnley's side. And Burnley have a throw-in on the left-hand side. It is then Burnley who have the ball on that left-hand side, and Ryan Gravenberch finds Andy Robertson on the left-hand side. Can't imagine there'll be too many more moments that Liverpool are going to get. Maybe just one more. It is Conor Bradley who has the ball on the right-hand side. Feeds it to Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong does gather on the right-hand side now for Liverpool. It is Jeremy Frimpong who collects and feeds it to Gravenberch. Gravenberch now to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Rio Ngamoa. Rio Ngamoa is inside the area. It's Rio Ngamoa with the step-overs. Ngamoa wanted it back, didn't quite get it back. Ngamoa finds Virgil van Dijk. Now Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai feeds it to Frimpong. Can Frimpong keep it in play? He can. It's Jeremy Frimpong for Liverpool. 5 minutes of added on time. Frimpong now to Mo Salah. Mo Salah feeds it into the air. It's stabbed away. Comes back to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk to Rio Ngamoa. Ngamoa left-hand side to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai collects for Liverpool. It's Dominic Szoboszlai to Rio Ngamoa. Rio Ngamoa now to Virgil van Dijk. It's Virgil van Dijk to Gravenberch. Gravenberch 35 yards from goal. Ryan Gravenberch now to Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley to Mo Salah. It's Mo Salah for Liverpool. He's 25 yards out. Mo Salah in towards Federico Chiesa, and it's kept alive by Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley, was he onside? Back to Frimpong. Frimpong outside the area, feeds it into the box to Gravenberch, and Liverpool do gather now through Conor Bradley, and Conor Bradley to Virgil van Dijk. We played one of the allocated 5 minutes. Will Liverpool get one last chance in the game? Gravenberch has it. It is Ryan Gravenberch now. Feeds it to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's got Ngamoa in support. It's Rio Ngamoa. It's the teenager inside the penalty area. It's Rio Ngamoa for Liverpool to Federico Chiesa. Now into the penalty area, but the header on goal is a poor one. Dubravka gathers, and really Burnley deserve all the credit in the world for the defensive way they're set up here. Because, I mean, the chances Liverpool have created, absolutely few and far between in the game. It is Burnley who have the ball, and it's a throw-in for Liverpool on the left-hand side, which they want to take quickly. It's gathered now by Virgil van Dijk. We played a minute and a half of the allocated 5. It is Virgil van Dijk who has the ball. Virgil van Dijk saying he wants someone to come short, and now Conor Bradley does gather. Conor Bradley feeding the ball into midfield. It's Conor Bradley who goes to Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch now towards Andy Robertson. He's got Ngamoa on his left-hand side. It's Rio Ngamoa who's approaching the edge of the penalty area. It's Rio Ngamoa for Liverpool. It's Ngamoa. Ngamoa finds Jeremy Frimpong. It's Frimpong for Liverpool, beaten away by Dubravka. It was a really good ball played by Rio Ngamoa to Frimpong, and Jeremy Frimpong got a strike away. I think he possibly should have taken this first time, but it was Dubravka who beat it away, and it's a throw-in now for Liverpool on the right-hand side. We played 2.5 minutes of the allocated 5. In fact, it's going to be a corner kick. The wind is swirling at Turf Moor. It's Andy Robertson to take it, left-footed from the right-hand side. It's Andy Robertson who feeds it into the penalty area. It's such a poor one from Andy Robertson. Alisson Becker will gather, but Liverpool in the final third have not been good enough. And to be honest, the introduction of Rio Ngamoa has changed things, because he has looked like a bright spark. It's Szoboszlai who goes right-hand side now for Frimpong. Frimpong on the right flank for Liverpool. It's Jeremy Frimpong. Was that the handball inside the penalty? A penalty given for Liverpool. It's 93 minutes on the clock. Hannibal can't believe what he's done, but Mo Salah's going to have an opportunity from 12 yards out to take all 3 points for Liverpool. He put his arm away from his body to Hannibal. It's a crazy moment for Burnley. It's a magnificent moment for Liverpool, and Scott Parker looks forlorn inside his technical area, because they've worked so hard defensively. As a structure, as a compact defensive structure, they've been magnificent in the game, Burnley. But now from 12 yards out, Mo Salah will have an opportunity to give Liverpool all 3 points. It was Frimpong who fed the ball into the area, and the arm is just away from the body inside the penalty area. And Liverpool late on in the game are going to have an opportunity from 12 yards out. It was Jeremy Frimpong who fed the ball into the area. The arm's away from the body from Hannibal. It's a clear penalty, and Mo Salah now from 12 yards has a great chance for Liverpool. It is Mo Salah with what will be virtually the last kick of the game against Dubravka. Has not had a good game, Mo Salah. Has not had a good game at all. But can he score from 12 yards to score his second goal of the season? Another element of this, by the way, is that it's really breezy at Turf Moor, so the ball won't stay still. He's taken 52 penalties in his Liverpool career. He's scored 44 of them as Mo Salah. It is Mo Salah against Dubravka in the swirling wind at Turf Moor. Mo Salah, final minute of added on time at the end of the 90. 0-0 the score. Mo Salah to win it for Liverpool. Steps up, it's Mo Salah. He does win it for Liverpool. He blasts the penalty into the back of the net, and it's another late goal for the champions. They've huffed and they've puffed, and they finally found a way through. Mo Salah lashes the ball into the back of the net for his second goal of the Premier League season, and Liverpool, the champions, will go 3 points clear at the summit of the Premier League table. They've left it late again, but they have all 3 points again. You've got to feel for Burnley, because defensively they've been utterly superb in the game, but ultimately One mistake at the end with the handball, one emphatic moment from Mo Salah, and it's Burnley 0, it's Liverpool 1, and the champions will take all 3 points this windy Sunday afternoon at Turf Moor. It's an incredible late moment. I mean, the late goals that Liverpool have scored this season, absolutely unbelievable, really. It's a left-footed penalty from Mo Salah, which he smashes into the back of the net, and the penalty that Liverpool have won, Jeremy Frimpong's cross in, the handball from Hannibal, and Liverpool with the goal that will surely win it. It is going to be a decision and a free kick for Liverpool deep inside their own half now, and that'll pretty much be that. Arne Slot looks so relieved on the touchline, and it is so close to the full-time whistle here. He hasn't played well, Mo Salah has not played well at all, but he has the big moment. He now has 2 Premier League goals for the season, does the Egyptian, and it's an incredible, really, feature of this Premier League season. They scored 5 goals, Liverpool, after 81 minutes, and late goals for Arne Slot's men. Virgil van Dijk wins the header, touch from Dominic Szoboszlai to Rio Ngamoa. Rio Ngamoa is tussling for it, and it is going to be now the full-time whistle, and it is Burnley 0, Liverpool 1, and Liverpool had all the ball in the game for so long, and Burnley worked so hard, and you really do feel for Scott Parker and Burnley, but ultimately right at the end, Jeremy Frimpong's cross into the penalty area and the handball inside the box meant that it was a penalty which Mo Salah would dispatch. He lashed it into the back of the net, and it's Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. It's another late goal for Liverpool. It's another 3 points for the champions, and they are 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Full time at Turf Moor, dramatic end again. Liverpool strong.